it, man. We're just bringing it. Yeah, man. So how's things, brother? How's it going?
Oh, brother, things are up and down. I'm still alive. My body's telling me I gotta up my diet. I gotta get on my dead prez health regimen. So
yeah,
health is the new wealth for sure. So yeah, man. That's all right. Weird little things happen in life. Like I lost my wallet, but I'm just working on getting my ID back. So,
well, I'm sending you positive vibes, man. Hopefully, all that works out and it's not too much of a daunting task for you, because I can only imagine, like the inconvenience of that. So, hold your head and hopefully, things will roll out, smooth for you. But I definitely like what you said about like being healthy and just, being, in tune with your body and nutrition and things you're putting into your body. Those are definitely thoughts that have been crossing my mind for real. Definitely want to speak for that.
Yeah. How are you feeling, man? Like how's your week been?
You know what? The week has been pretty cool. I think I'm just like coasting, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm just moving through things and just trying to find balance. Like balance and like boundaries has been like a major like theme for me. So I'm really just like looking at that and making sure I'm protecting my energy and keeping myself in harmony and not stretching myself too thin, really, and just being mindful of that. So I just spend a lot of time just reflecting and really giving time to myself, as someone who's, involved in community and whatnot. Like, there's always a sense of like giving and always just, like being there for others. And sometimes us as, people on the front lines, like we forget about, making sure that our cup is filled, and making sure that we have like a foundation to stand on, so those are just kind of like my like mindsets and like reflections that I've been dealing with for the past couple of weeks, actually, on some realness, but it's cool though. It's like it all connects with like self-expression, self-actualization, and really giving time and space to work through that, man. Yeah,
that's amazing, yo. That is really dope, yo. I wish you all the best with that focus.
It's a journey, man. It's a journey for real. You good to go? You frozen?
Sorry, I just got this message buzzing through.
Oh yeah, right. Because
I cut my volume off.
Oh well, we can hear you, man. We good. But in the meantime, before we get started in some of our talks, man, I want to big up Rochester. Rochester put out this song a while back called "Black Don't Crack," and it was so dope that we actually created a podcast themed off of this song. And it's a great social justice protest type vibe. Just letting us know about like our resilience, like our ability to move through certain things and still be shining, regardless of what they throw at us. And in light of just the things that have been happening, Rochester put together like a quick video. And I just want to play a bit of it. Let me see if I can get this popping here. Let me see what we got.
Yeah, that's dope. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. You're good.
Okay, all right, man. Rochester.
There we go.
Better than I've ever been. Blessed like a river and step to the regimen. Weakness, I'ma slip it in. You would think that I jumped to the Lazarus pit. I came through like race out cool. 3 lifetimes and I still make moves. Demons in my head, but I run with angels. And I party in Toronto like I'm in Cancun. I'm blazing the trail. Days like Pharrell and I'm cool as Denzel. Chill, life is surreal. Everyone fails, so let them prevail. Wake up the dead like a thriller. Either you raise a bar or you a killer. Don't always hold it together, but trust me, you never go see us buckle under pressure. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Been through the most of the stairs, solid. Put us in a chair that we turn solid. Put that pen that we learn solid. Never gonna be a true stand, popping like gold. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Been through the most of the stairs, solid. Put us in a chair that we turn solid. Took that pain and we mad, son. Never gonna act you stand. Got like focus on my skin. Mother look like my kin. I look as young as I feel like life just begin. Then the future favors the flow. That's why I reap what I sow.
All right.
Good work, Rochester. Big up. That's dope. Yo,
Yeah,
I got it. Yo, sorry. What were you gonna say?
No. I was saying it's just a dope vibe. You know what I mean? Just continue that energy and just, you know, like everybody just doing what they can to contribute.
There's a video that has some parallels to that I just saw yesterday. It just came to mind. Black Thought's brand new video called "Thought versus Everybody."
You know, I saw. I didn't watch the full thing though, but like because I got distracted or whatever. But like from what I seen, it was really dope though, really powerful.
Yes,
like,
it was.
Image
very powerful.
Like absolutely.
And I super shout out to that because that was a surprise to see where they took that video from where the song originally was, and it's good for people to just do these. You know, to be honest, we're gonna, before we get into Kanye, because we have to talk about our this third brother Kanye. The video for the first single for the new album that was apparently supposed to come out on Friday, called Donda. Yeah, we will see if it actually comes out. But the first video also has a lot of this imagery, but it's used in a slightly different way. But did you see it? It's called "Wash Us in the Blood."
I did not get to see that, man. Wash Us in the Blood.
Yeah, the first, it's Kanye's brand new video. He's not even in it. The whole video is just imagery from 2020, and I mean, some of it's
worth playing a clip because I just pulled it up on.
But it's worth for sure. It's definitely worth, because I mean, Kanye is.
All right, well, we'll give a little, give the people a little snippet of this, man. We see.
Yeah, no, it's something.
Okay, it's something.
Take some rain, done some, rain on one more. Rain come, shine, come, rain, good month. Southside let it bang, outside let it rain. Rain down on the pain, rain down on the slain. Rain down for my mom, rain down on the bomb. Shower us with your love, wash us in the blood. Drop this for the thugs, know I grew up in the mud. The time is that enough, wash us in the blood. Is it anybody here? Is it anybody here? That you saved no matter how much you live? It was the blood that, it was the blood that, it was the blood that cleansed me. It was the blood. Shout down on us, wash us in the blood, wash us in the blood. Hold like they in thugs.
I mean, it's just more the modern chaos. There's a few instances of police brutality a little later on in the video, but definitely just modern madness, which kind of reflects where his mind is at, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can definitely see the parallel of how that could be just also like a reflection of like his, what he's experiencing as well. A lot of chaos, a lot of instability. But as a saying goes, man, sometimes in the midst of chaos, man, we can bring order. So I guess like we gotta look at that, what that looks like.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, hopefully there's a point of control. People were suggesting like, I mean, I don't know if you want to just dive into it a bit. I don't want to go on about it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so Kanye said 2 days ago, I mean, first, he wasn't supposed to really be able to run. People were saying he wasn't able to run for president. But then he showed up in South Carolina for a quote-unquote presidential public rally where he started talking about a lot of his platform points. And the one thing that he said that I cannot stand for is that he said Harriet Tubman didn't really free the slaves. And I don't spend a lot of time with a lot of these trolls or whatever, people that do bullshit in the modern media and waste time. But I was like, all right, let me hear this actual clip for itself to see the context and hear it and be accurate about it when I discuss it. So I listened to about 30 to 45 seconds of his speech, and yes, he did exactly say that. He's like, oh, Harriet, and he's like, he was trying to make some other point, and he's like, well, Harriet Tubman, she didn't really free the slaves, right? Harriet Tubman let the slaves go so they could go work for white people. And it's just like, man, that's one of the most blasphemous, disrespectful things I've ever heard about Black history said by another Black person. So I'm going to go in very quickly. D.L. Hewley had some really interesting points to make. Say, why does Kanye always slander Black history? Why doesn't he ever slander Jewish history or Latino history or like, or just straight up white history? Like, why doesn't it say, oh, the Holocaust never happened and all this stuff? Like you're saying, it's like, yo, why? Because that would be the end of you, on a certain level.
You know what? Like, it's a valid point to bring up. I think it's a good observation. It's something worth exploring as to like why it's almost like this agenda. This just keep poking at it, and considering like how we remember Kanye, like what all of us got behind the Kanye was when we think of like times like Katrina, and when he spoke up, and I know that all of us, we include myself, like we go back to these moments where it's like, yo, man, like that's the Ye that we love and adore, who's stand up for our peoples, and now it's like there has been a shift, but then I'm really curious to know what his like environments are, you know what I mean, like who's around him. Like, I mean, I can assume he's with the Kardashians or whatever, and that's not really the environment where these kinds of ideas can be nurtured and growth, you know what I mean. Like I'm really curious to know like what kind of support systems like he has around him, like his immediate circle.
Absolutely. Thankfully today, Dave Chappelle apparently paid Kanye a visit, and they put out a short video, and Kanye's like, thank you very much, my brother. You're coming to check in on me. I got love for you. So Kanye did open the door to have some space to let some people in to
and you know what,
check on his mental health and just ground him as a person, to just be like, hey, are you okay, brother? Because for sure this isn't a slander fest. I'm not about some TMZ media, but I'm just saying people, I say like Kanye's a grown man who's responsible for the things that he says and does to a degree, but I also recognize for sure the possibility of unhealthy environment and his bipolar issues, and that could be having another episode, and that he just needs help. And we were talking about like, who would he listen to? Like, would he listen to Kid Cudi? Would he listen to maybe Eminem?
I think Chappelle's a great person, and that makes a lot of sense, because when Chappelle was going through some things, like he bounced to Africa, and people thought he was like going crazy or whatever. But also too, I want to highlight the fact that that Chappelle, as another Black man who's out, supporting and being there for another Black person who's going through these trials and tribulations, and really showing empathy and compassion, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's hard, you know what I mean? Like when something ridiculous has happened, like the Harry Tubman comment, it's easy to just dismiss him and be like, you know what, like this guy's a write-off though, but it takes like another level to have like deeper compassion, empathy, and be like, well, hold on, like maybe there's something deeper going on. Like we need to really check and see if he's okay. And I got to big up, Dave Chappelle for taking that initiative and coming from a sincere place, so that's pretty dope to see.
It was beautiful to see, because this, I'm not going to go into it too much, but the Kanye West first presidential speech was a clusterfuck shit show of a heartbreak disaster. It was, he like, dog, he said he had some vaguely half decent, I guess, logical political platform points to speak on, but for the most part, he said some really strange stuff about being pro-life And I mean, he also said that he wasn't totally going to ban abortions, but he's treading into some very weird political territory that he's never spoken about before, and making statements about his mother. He was crying, talking about he almost got aborted and how North almost got aborted by Kim, and he's like, I don't want to.
Whoa!
It's just really, really weird. And he was crying, and it's just like, what is going on? So like, there's just for the most part, it's just time to just pause, maybe get some help, maybe you get on some meds, just calm down and just not look for public. People are talking rumors about possible Kim divorce, and so it's just like, oh, nobody. I don't want to see the family broken up. He's got 4 kids. It's not about like
for sure
cheering this on. But the last thing I do want to say about this is like, I am paralleling it to when Michael Jackson was at some of his worst points with the media, and I'm just thinking about like black celebrities who really might have mental struggles and stress and pressure, and maybe mental health issues, or just maybe ego issues, and just when it's just gone a little too far, it just needs to calm down.
Yeah, it's a world to be in, you know, absolutely, and that's why it's so key to like really know yourself and to be grounded and to ensure that you have people around you to remind you of that in the event that you kind of get caught up, you know what I mean, which is a high possibility, you know. So, yeah, man. But you know, speaking of other, you know, strange events, I know that. We're speaking on Tory Lanez and Megan. What's going on? Like, you know, again, like, you know, I only saw bits and clips on this, you know what I mean? And I know that you saw like a video and you got some insights, man. So tell me, like, from your perspective, like, what's going on with Tory Lanez, man? What's happening?
Well, unfortunately, it looked like a very, very disappointing domestic dispute. I don't want to say domestic as in they're married, but it seems like they were in a relationship that was more than friendly, which is, you know, they had admitted to being friends, but it seems like there was some intimacy, which is all good and stuff. But what is not good is that Tory Lanez has officially been arrested and officially is in jail in police custody. And the very first report was that Meg Thee Stallion had gotten cut with some glass, and she had been released from jail by getting glass in her foot. But then the video came out where she was very under trauma from the police, and she was walking out of the vehicle, and with every step she took, you could see the marking under her foot of something, and it's like, oh, that's probably blood. So like she's got her hands up, and the police like have guns out to her, or they're saying, leave the vehicle, and she's like you could see like a black woman very stressfully just walking, and as she's walking you see markings under her foot, and like she's not wearing any shoes, so you're like, okay, that person's foot is bleeding. So so like it's visible evidence of like, this is concrete stuff. We can make like no rumors, we could just like assess from what is seen. So the next day the police take Tory Lanez in and say apparently it was a shooting, and he shot her in the foot. So like it looks like it very much could be the end of Tory Lanez being free for many years. And Meg Thee Stallion says that she's very, very traumatized and hurt over it. So it's just really, really crazy.
Yeah, like they were just, you know, coming from like a pool party or something. Wasn't it one of the Kardashians, you know?
Yeah, they're coming from Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, you know, that's definitely wild, man.
Yeah, peace to Megan. Like hopefully that heals up.
No, it's wild, man. It's wild. You know, I was just you know, scrolling on my timeline, and something came up about, you know, a next versus battle, and this was with Snoop and DMX.
Yeah, man. How do you feel about that? Like,
I don't know. Like, it's like I don't know if it's like the best match. I mean, like, I guess like maybe like entertaining wise, like them like conversing together, you know, like I can kind of see that, but you know, like music wise, I'm just like, I mean, kind of not really. I don't know. It just like, I mean, I'm sure it'll be entertaining regardless, but like I don't really see that as like an appropriate match, You know, what are your thoughts?
That's exactly how I feel. Like they rarely. It's strange because it seems like they rarely had any history in hip hop for like crossing lines.
Yeah,
like they're both like like they. I mean, it's not really about like DMX is a superstar in his own right, but I think Snoop is bigger and had a longer career.
yeah.
But like, I mean, on a certain level, it's like, yeah, it's big enough. It's like not to take away from DMX, he's a legend, but yeah, it just until I saw the picture of it,
yeah.
They like it. I agree with you. It seemed like an inappropriate match, but then they're like, oh, it's the battle of the dogs, and it's like. Not that marketing angle isn't even really. It's like, okay, I suppose, but like not really. Snoop Dogg and
it's like a cute attempt. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, well, like I said, like I'm visualizing like the conversations and the commentary between the two. Like, you know what I mean? Like hearing
that
and Snoop, like from that perspective, I can see that being pretty interesting. You know,
that part.
Yeah, but music wise, it just doesn't seem like it matches. So, but we'll see.
You're so right. And I mean, I mean, there's no tours going on. There's nothing else happening. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna still tune in and watch it for sure. And I'm like, there's nothing else happening that Wednesday night. So it's like, thanks to them for putting it together, but. Honestly, if there's going to be no repeat battles, it's kind of a disappointment because both of those guys are people that that everybody wanted to see battle other people. Jay-Z never said anything about battling DMX. There was a talk about Eminem going up against DMX, and then kind of Eminem being like, "Ugh, I'm like I don't have the energy to go against DMX." And then so many people could have gone against Snoop that like kind of logically would have made more sense, like, but it's just we'll see what
happens. Yeah. Well,
but
definitely
man. So yeah, how's your summer going though, man? We're almost halfway through.
Yeah, I mean, summer has just been, you know, just doing quite a bit of like online like workshops and stuff like that. Still doing stuff like in community, but things are digital. And, you know, we're looking to find ways to like meet in person. I know like COVID got us all, you know, kind of strange right now, you know what I mean? So it's been doing that as well as just balancing like, you know, family life, home life, you know, because I have my kids this summer. So it's really, yeah, let's look the name of the game, man. Just like balance and boundaries, man. Like, you know, because when you're dealing with so much, you know, stuff going on, it's like, yo, I just got to keep my planets in orbit. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it is right now, you know? But though, it's like, you know, it's a time where I can be like more present, like with my kids, you know, because usually over the summer I'm working and my time has to be like allocated elsewhere. But because I'm home, like I have them around, it's a pretty like refreshing vibe, you know. It feels meaningful and you know I'm able to like do a meeting, but then like go for a walk or like hang outside for a bit and then come back, you know what I mean? So as opposed to like me just being at the office for the entire day and then I see them like in the evening, you know what I mean? So
word.
Yeah, like, you know, I'm just like, you know, appreciating like these moments that we have because, you know, it's important to be present because, you know, things may change. You know, a different kind of structure may come up that might be more uncomfortable, you know, but right now, like everything is blessed. I can coast with this. So, you know, I just appreciate the moment and just to be present in it and just enjoy, you know, it's a journey, man. And who knows what things are going to look like in the next 3 months, 4 months. Right. So.
You said it, man. You really said it. You're that's a perfect assessment of what's happening right now, man. Word up. Yeah, with that, like I also really appreciate hearing about the way that you raise your family and how things go with your daughter. And it's just, I'm in this artist lifestyle, and it's just like dope to hear. Just great fatherhood and just great family time. And
I appreciate.
So we're yeah, man. Yo, keep it up, man. Yo, that's so dope, man.
Yeah,
that's just super blessing.
Yeah, I'm definitely blessed to have like, you know, like a system of like support and you know, it's like I don't have to like do things like on my own, you know. It's like really a community kind of vibe, you know what I mean, and family's tight. So yeah, I feel blessed in that sense, you know what I'm saying. And Yeah, man. Well, but like I said, I'm enjoying the summer because in Toronto, like we only get like 3 months of warm weather. So you better like enjoy it right now because you already know winter's coming back, man. Like
No, you're right. You're right. Oh, speaking of that, something did come up, but I'd love to know your thoughts on it. There was an announcement. I mean, there was something. It was known, but like it was officially announced 2 days ago that Nicki Minaj is pregnant.
Oh snap!
Yeah. She showed her first picture with her baby, and she looks like she's She's definitely like second trimester. So like, yeah, like I mean, she whispered about it like 3 or 4 months ago. Anybody who really knows, like, yo, she's like pregnant, but like it's official now. So yeah, man. Like, what do you think?
I mean, congratulations.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That. Yeah, there's that.
You got pregnant, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's great. Like, I hope it's a healthy delivery. Motherhood is incredible. A Black woman, coming into that light, into that existence. I think it'll bring, a lot out of her. Like I think motherhood will bring a different kind of Nicki. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe nothing else would do more than motherhood.
Right. And I think like, her career and what she's about and, things she's accomplished, I think it's a good time for her. Like she had the time to kind of explore and just be out there and do her thing. And now this is kind of like going to be something that'll ground her and focus and channel her energy into creating like a beautiful environment for this child. I mean, that's what I would hope, and I feel so. I feel so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. I feel you. And I first and foremost, any woman, definitely a Black woman in hip hop for sure, who's having a baby, much power and love to you, and like super blessings and peace. Hope you get a healthy baby, regardless of.
Yeah, man. Hip hop babies, man. We got the hip hop babies.
Hip hop babies, big them up. So, big up Eternia too. Eternia's got her baby, and
yes, big up Eternia, man. Yes, always, every time. Yeah, real life team, man. All right, man. So you got like the bag of goodies. In case you know what flyers gonna come out today, you never know what you're gonna get. Because you go to all different kinds of events, man.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, we already showed this one.
Yeah. That's good. Shout out Ernie, man.
Yeah. Shout out Ernie every time, man. Every time. Yeah, love. Wow. Well, this is a KOTV flyer.
Okay, King of the Dot, man. Shout out Organic and all the Mandem.
Yo, shout out. Yeah, man. This is when they were 2014 doing shows at the Opera House still. Flatline 3. Oh shit, man.
I might have been there for that one actually. I think I was there for the Opera House. Yeah.
Yeah. Pat Stays on it.
Okay. So the class.
Daylight, Charlie Clips. Yeah, man. Sharon. Yeah. 100 Bullets. Man, 100 Bullets is dope to me, man. I like that dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we definitely been to a few King of the Dots over the years. I remember that we were both there for the one when Drake came through.
I didn't hear that. When who did?
When Drake came through too.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was good.
I remember I got like a nice shot of y'all, like politicking or whatever. So that was dope.
Oh, that was great, man. Yeah, like that's kind of where we spent a lot of our time chilling. Drake and I it happens here and there. It might happen again. Who knows? He's a very busy man. But we had like a genuine understanding and appreciation of certain levels of artistry together. And like, it was pretty cool to talk to him about battle rap because we would be like, oh shit, man, like you hear that. So yeah.
Why do I feel like your name might have came up in like a Nardwuar interview or something like, or am I just making that up?
No, of course. Yeah, man. That was a classic. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's
Yo, I have to go see Nardwuar sometime.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll save that to the end of the year or something. But
like, well, are you trying to go out west?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go to Vancouver and see Nardwuar.
You let me know, man, because Vancouver's been. I need to get out west, man. I need to get out west.
Really?
Oh,
okay.
Wait, I've never been. I've never been to Vancouver.
Oh, really? You never been? Oh, yo, that's sick. I've only been there once, and I have a weird spell that I got to break them. Vancouver's cursed to me because I only been there once. It was my first rap tour, but when I got to Vancouver in 2004, one of the top 10 most powerful and sad memories of my life. Was when I got to my hotel, literally the moment that I put my bags down and I called someone in Toronto. I don't even remember who it was, but I was like, yo, I just got to Vancouver. We're here. And what they had said to me in response was, yo, did you hear the news? Old dirty bastard just died.
Oh, wow.
So I was standing. I was standing in a hotel in Vancouver when I heard the news of, and like it was like a gunshot to my brain. I was like, I loved ODB, but I didn't realize how much I loved him until I was like, oh, he's dead, and I just started crying. It like ruined the show. I announced it at the show because in 2004 there was no internet and stuff. In the show, I had 3 Wu-Tang covers. I'm like, Wu-Tang is part of my hip hop performance at all times. So yeah, like straight Wu-Tang. So I'm like performing some records, and I'm like, y'all, I don't know if you know, but like ODB died, and a bunch of people were like, what the fuck? So it was just So that's my memory of Vancouver, and I have not been back ever since. So I'm like, fuck Vancouver, but I can't. That's not fair to Vancouver. you didn't kill ODB, but we gotta make it back,
and cleanse that curse and make it a more memorable one, so that memory is replaced. But that's it. Like, it is. No, that's pretty crazy. And I know that you remember it like it was yesterday. So.
Oh man, I could draw that hotel room. I remember everything. That phone, I remember. I want to smash it. Like, but yeah, I mean, I want to see Nardwuar, man, because like Drake was in Vancouver and they were talking about me, and Nardwuar gave me a massive shout out once. He actually called me the most underrated Canadian MC of all time in a very, very rare interview that you people have seen. But
let's put that in the universe, man. Maybe we gotta take the Reminisce Show, man. Coast to coast. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm ready to go.
All right, man.
All right.
On that note, man, on the Reminisce Show, man. See y'all next week.
Mad love, man. This has been good. Peace out, fam.
Salute. Yes, sir.